the other halves of 5 and 6 Island, and most of 7.
We need to go find Blue.
Oh dear.
Like, I get hay fever
I know.
bad.
I know some people with really bad allergies like that. There's a Pokemon breeder out here.
Team Rocket Grunts.
Not much has changed.
He's like that Japanese guy on the island, isn't it? That they didn't let him know the war had ended.
Ah yes, False Swipe. He thinks your Arbok is a wild Pokemon.
Well, he's Team Rocket. He's trained to see Arbok and go, I could use that.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that. It's a disease. Also, how is my entire team lower level than yours?
Don't know. I actually genuinely don't.
I don't either, because I've gone more places than you. Though I also dropped Hypno, so that might be part of it.
Treasure? Well, sir, I didn't know anything about no treasure.
See.
Ret.
Lit. Have any trainers out here? No.
Yeah, that did nothing. Shocking stuff. Ooh, straight to Sand Slash.
What the hell? The Smeargle has Mega Horn.
I mean,
It did, like, no damage, but okay.
yes, because it's a Smeargle. Smeargle do damage? You said a bitch, it's a Cliff Dark Void.
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore.
Got him. I forgot, can you find Smeargle wild in this game?
No. I distinctly remember having to get it from Emerald.
It is yet not. It's not here. Which means there was one in Colosseum somewhere.
It was in Emerald.
I mean...
Something new! And it's Shogun.
It's him. It's Shogun.
Strange puzzle.
Always the nose, dude.
Sneezing doesn't help.
Da. Da.
I love the
like go back and look. It's like no, it's just a still image. Oh, is this where Shuckle is if you rock smash stuff? I might be thinking of the wrong thing.
So this is useful information for Ruby and Sapphire. My wondering, what is this? It's the alphabet in Braille.
English Braille specifically.
Yes. And also punctuation.
Yeah, it's a full stop and a comma, I believe. Oh my god, it's the Cave of Origin.
Okay, the Rainbow Pass.
I really like how it just turns you loose.
Yeah, the game's just like, right, go find it. Like, what I've got to tell you. It's out there somewhere. Complete with JoJo music. Never mind.
It's that guy. I think I ended up unintentionally skipping this cutscene. Because I decided to do the islands backwards for fun, and I found him on the Pokemon Center in 6th Island, and then he said, there's nothing else out here, so I'm just going to go home now.
Oh yeah, the daycare.
Okay, this is a weird-ass Smeargle that is only working because I was paralyzed beforehand.
So the 7 Islands all remix JoJo music. Which is pretty neat.
Dizzy Punch, Mega Punch, Dynamic Punch, and Focus Punch. And I wasn't able to kill it because I was paralyzed beforehand. Very cool. What's the confusion rate on Dizzy Punch, and why is it 75%?
Huh. So my favourite detail in this game is that this house gets fuller the more you beat the Elite Four.
Yeah, you talk to the dude with the stickers, I think, and that's what triggers it. That or it might be separate. But I did manage to fill up her house.
Alright, Icefall Cave.
You can find wild Lapras in here.
You find wild Lapras in here. You can also find wild Sneasel in here.
And most importantly, you can find wild Swinub in here.
Need to walk around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever do something you just like, why did I do that?
Yes. All the time. Get back here, you youngster man.
You whippersnapper.
And landing on ice?
And landing on ice.
I would assume it hurts.
HM07 Waterfall. One of the rare instances there's a post-game HM.
That was Gen 4 or Heart Gold had rock climb. It was in the post game.
Had Waterfall. Black and White 2 has dive.
Dive is post game.
That's it, I
I
think.
think that's it. Yeah. And by final, that doesn't mean Mount Coronet, because that's actually... Victory Road and Callus is really long, but it's offset by the trainers and it being really easy. Yeah, I'm gonna love using this, like, level 48 sock and nothing else.
Surfing, yeah. So, there's a waterfall in front of me. I'm just got to get my Krabby out, who can't no surf, drowns. But he can climb that waterfall.
This is why part of me wishes that, like, the...
I like this. They're in here going, shut up, lady. It's like, you know who that lady is, right?
Can't tell that makes the people in Let's Go, like, more scared or more stupid.
More stupid because they try initially until they realise who she is. Whereas these guys don't realise who she is.
Yet.
Yet. They're about to.
I deadass forgot how to get the items in this cave. All I remember is you have to like go the opposite of what it tells you a few times, but I just don't remember where.
I'm a bit annoyed. So all the routes and towns here in the Sevi Islands, they use Johto music, but they don't in the caves.
I'm not sure why.
And it's like, come on.
Well, another thing I noticed that the Sevi Islands do is that they do not have numbers. All the places just have names.
Yeah, they just have names because they don't have route numbers because they can't fuck up the route numbering. Unless they start at like 50. So this is the route you can catch Lapras in.
Oh yeah, in the water, I think.
To meet a person who doesn't like that music.
The layer H music is really good.
5 Island. Alright, let's inquire of our town map. So 5 Island's a bit of a funny one.
You're missing an island on that map.
Yeah, we'll get it, don't worry.
I'm in there right now.
So we can go north, we can do all this optional stuff.
I'm in the Lost Cave.
We can go south, and we can do all of this funky stuff. Yeah, as much as I rag on Johto as a game, because it's got problems. To be fair, the game gives you solutions to those problems, it just doesn't fucking tell you.
Yeah. It only tells you like a few of them. Because like when you get the Goldenrod and have like a Machop trade and all the elemental punches available, that becomes really nice.
Like, did you know in Heart Gold or Silver you can rematch trainers at will after you stop Team Rocket? I didn't. did you know that you can only call them at certain times of day? Does the game tell you those times? No.
Did you know that your mother calling you prioritizes trainers calling you for rematches all the time?
Yep.
I learned. Again.
So this is a Pokemon egg.
Is this it? Max revive.
So if you come here with a spare slot in your party, because the games are inconsistent about this, you'd be given an egg. It's a Togepi. Or, as it is incorrectly, but also correctly pronounced, Togepi.
Please be quiet.
No. I saw Clefairy and I wanted to stay in and click Iron Tail, and it's like, not yet.
I mean, you could. This is 6.
Oh, okay. Steven's Metagross has entered the fucking chat.
Rare candy.
Actually, in fact, I don't see Steven's Metagross use Meteor Mash much, mostly because it, clicks Earthquake instead.
Or Hyper Beam.
Or Hyper Beam. Or if you're playing
That's
the
the one
remakes, Mega Metagross, click Giga Impact.
That's basically Hyper Beam.
It's Tough Claws boosted Hyper Beam.
Okay, that was the last room. Pretty sure.
Tough Claws boosted Hyper Beam.
Okay. I don't remember what Selfie has. I think one of the things is a Persian.
I mean, I like the concept of the Sevi Islands. It's just islands.
Yeah.
It's a concept they did again in Alola. Not quite on a small scale, but That Smeagol just committed Sudoku.
Cool.
Unfortunately, on this route, we're not going to hear the music much. Because we're
Yeah.
surfing. Which is sad.
Now I just want one of those. Not like that, just like a Terry's Chocolate Orange in general.
I'm a good
Alright,
runner.
now that I-
I was typing the game, I believe. And incredibly, and I genuinely mean this, the AI doesn't know what to do about that fact.
There's no Duskull or Shuppet in
Nope.
Coliseum?
They are in... Duskull is in
I know
XD,
Duskull's in
and
XD.
Banette is in XD.
Interesting.
Yes, the only ghost you have access to is Mischievous, and the AI does not know how to handle Ghost.
That's very funny.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. The AI doesn't know how to handle Ghost with Levitate.
Oh. Yeah, fair.
And when I found out that information, I was like, damn, the next time I replay Coliseum, probably when it goes on to NSO,
XD hit there first. Cool.
XD got... Everyone's like, why is XD coming out first when it's the better game? And I was like, because it's the better game.
Because it's the better game. People would lose patience with Coliseum really fast.
Yeah. I'm going to say, the reason XD didn't sell well when it came out was because they played Coliseum first.
Uh-huh.
I want to make a Smeargle work one day.
I do too, but my brain is like, I don't feel like planning that all
It's
out.
gotta have to be like meticulously planned out.
I was like, do I want to do a challenge run where my entire team is like 6 Smeargles, and then I realized I didn't have the brain power to pull that off. The swimmer on 6 ounces. What? You're sick of seeing swimmers like me? Don't be hating. This guy. Oh my God, he's got a Gyarados. And it's all
They
fit.
would. They've established that if they do a re-release like this, the events come with it.
Terra Poison. They're all going to be Terra Poison.
3,
This is
6,
the dude that wants like a
12.
gigantic Heracross.
6.
If you like go the opposite direction, like every even numbered room, you get an item. It's a Lax Incense, a Sea Incense, a Maxilive, and a Rare Candy in that order, I believe.
Also, they have a Psychic user sprite in this game, and they're not in Sabrina's gym. What is the point in having you all?
There were no males. There were no female psychics in Gen 1. Silly boy.
There were no female trainers in Gen 1. What are you on about?
That's not true. At all?
What am I thinking of?
There is Erica. There's like Erica and every trainer in it. What were you thinking of?
What was I thinking of? There was something like that.
There's like no female player characters on Crystal, but
There's no female Team Rocket members.
yeah, there's no female Team Rocket members.
There's no female player
Campers
character till Crystal.
Campers and Picnickers, I think, were also a new thing. They retooled some of the junior trainers to be Campers and Picnickers. Oh yeah, Pattern Bush. The thing that like with funny shapes that don't actually mean anything.
It's the inside of a GBA cartridge.
Thank you. It's like the Nazca lines. No.
No. it's the traces on this motherboard. Yeah, I think it's the inside of a FireRed green cartridge. So if you were to open it up, that's what you'd see, roughly.
Yeah.
Just representing grass. Which is a really weird...
It's a highly specific detail.
It's highly specific, but also odd. Is that a Galarian
So it's
Lotad
like-
I see?
Yes. Especially since Altering Cave is right after, and that's its own kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't implement that.
Vapour just like Gadget Flute. Hey, yep, you Chinese come around all so dandy with a hat that flashy. How about giving me that? No.
No.
It's my hat.
It's my hat. I like my hat, thank you. 6, 3, 9, 6, 3, 12.
First time I did this cave, I got it right for the wrong reasons, because I thought I was like supposed to count the number of boulders and then go counterclockwise, counting how many.
No, it's just...
Which ended up... I know, it's clock faces. I ended up being technically correct. Because if you do it that way, 3 ends up on the right, 6 ends up down, and then 9 ends up on the left.
which is a pure coincidence.
Yeah. That's not the only time I've done that in Pokemon too. I think there's another place I did with clock faces and didn't figure it out.
Was it Turn Back Cave?
No, because I never figured that place out.
No, I don't think
just-
anyone's ever figured that fucking place out. I'm convinced it is just random.
I think I just did it randomly, honestly. And I got one that kind of worked, so I just kept doing that over and over again.
Although, it's Gen 4, which means it's not random.
I know.
There is a seed for it. It's just, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, I was trying to look for, like, is there one of the rocks that isn't symmetrical? Is there, like, a gap somewhere? Is there something else in the rock? She'd be like, no, I didn't find a damn thing. Do you want to go back for any of the items, or...?
So she gives you heart scales.
It's a random valuable item. It's like, rare the time it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
I can't go anywhere with the Lake of Rage music without Team Rocket turning up.
What? You know what's even better? Sludge Bomb is here too.
You're damn fucking right. The best part, it's fucking physical in this game. We get to get rid of secret power. Finally.
Finally.
And then Eldoon's moveset will be complete. 30 hours into the game.
It's like me using a Medicham and a Breloom in Gen 3. I didn't have to hold off on Medicham, but I wanted to recover earlier, so I did. And Breloom, well, you know why. It was incredibly painful, but it was so worth it.
So my intent, because I had the movesets roughly planned out, barring any like TM surprises, was always Eldoon was going to have Iron Tail and Earthquake and Sludge Bomb. Obviously, I knew where Earthquake was. Didn't have to Giovanni. I knew where Iron Tail was. That's why I went straight to the game corner. Glare, which was nice to have.
Glare's okay, yep.
And then I was like, shit, I need something until... Where's Sludge Bomb? Because I looked at its level up moveset. It doesn't even get Sludge. It gets Acid, and that's it.
Yeah. Poison type moment.
And then it's like... Shit, where's Sludge Bomb? And it was like 5 iron, and I was like, fuck. And then I saw Secret Power, and I was like, yeah, it does.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, this feels weird now. Curious Village was 2006.
Yeah, 2 years after this.
Yep.
Friendly reminder, there is meant to be a new Professor Layton game coming out at some point.
Surely. I'm sure Level 5 is a company that still exists.
It does. It's coming out at some point. I don't know when. Apparently my partner was trying to explain to her sister and brother-in-law Toaster, and I was like, why are you trying to explain this? You're trying to explain the inner machinations of my mind. And the incredible leaps in logic I can make. Ignore the fact it is actually an anagram of toaster for a minute. That's right, you can surf out here. Oh, God, just hearing someone try and explain the entire joke behind Toaster is just...
This is why I don't explain my new memes to anybody.
Nope. Because
I don't even know either.
Remember, to be fair, do you know how long it took me to remember I called the phalanx Banjo? I'm fairly sure I had that epiphany on stream as well. Like
I think so. I think so.
2 in the morning I called that phalanx when I replayed Scarlet on the Switch 2. And I was like, didn't remember why I called it Banjo. It's like, what's this got to do with Banjo-Kazooie? It's not a Jinjo, it's not a... And I was wondering about it, and then when I got to the end of the game, I was like, it's a reference to the cover art of Phalanx. On the SNES. There's a man playing a banjo.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And I was like, wow, my brain does go places.
Yeah.
I saw Phalanx, and I called it Banjo because of the cover art to an obscure SNES game. And the only reason they made it that cover art is because it was another space shooter on the SNES and they wanted it to stand out on a shelf. And you know what?
Well, it worked.
It worked. To be fair, we're currently in an age where everyone's cover art is Breath of the Wild again. So, you know.
Or like Howland or whatever it's called. You gonna go to the Memorial Pillar and fight 3 bird dudes and leave a lemonade on somebody's grave?
Yeah, so Memorial Pillar is interesting. So this place is...
I want to say there's a medal coat out here, but...
You get the medal coat for leaving the lemonade.
For leaving the offering, that's right, yeah.
Which finally lets you evolve that Onyx you've totally been using.
Now it can have actual stats! Unfortunately, it loses one of its other actual stats in the process.
Yes. But to be fair, does it need to be relatively quick? No.
Not really. I did use Steelix in my Crystal Run, and it felt amazing. It's like, oh my god, I can just click things and they die. And nothing can touch me.
A raspberry, that makes a Pokemon easier to catch.
Wrong game. Sadly.
You know, I kind of wish they migrated that over to the main games. Give berries something else to do.
Yeah, instead of nothing.
Especially those ones that do fuck all. That notification just reminded me, Super Mario Bros. Wonder gets a Switch 2 edition next week.
You mean it didn't already have it?
Nope.
Huh, okay.
We don't know if it has 120 FPS mode yet. People think it might. Because the page mentions higher resolution and better performance. Makes everybody think, 120 FPS. And when they first showed off the Switch 2, when we're going through the many features that it can do that are so very un-Nintendo-like, they use Super Mario Bros. Wonder to show off the difference between 60 and 120 FPS. So, it probably does. I don't know how many Switch 2 games support 120 FPS, you know?
Oh my god, they remembered Hoot exists. Oh, you didn't press that yet. Carry on. This dude has a pincer, what the hell?
Alright, list of games with 120 FPS. So this is quite a interesting.
And a Heracross. Oh dear. Anyway.
Okay, so Mina the Hollow is going to have 120 FPS mode.
Ooh.
It's a new game from Yacht Club. Hades 2 does. Metroid Prime 4, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and now Hollow Knight as well. East 10 Proud Nordics.
Cool.
Supports 120 FPS of all games. It's weird. Like... I think the only game that Nintendo's released on the Switch 2 that doesn't support at least 60 is Animal Crossing so far.
I'm sorry, at least 60 or more than 60?
At least 60. So every...
New Horizon's still 30 FPS?
Still 30 FPS, yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
I think that's something to do with how it's actually coded.